Welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So, let's listen. Not my grandnephew, but my sister. So, I went to use the bathroom. Right, it is two after 2:30. I went to use the bathroom, and every time, like I said, whenever they target me, what they'll do is they'll start leaving a whole bunch of hair on the toilet seat. Like, and this is pubic hair. This shit is nasty, you know. And it has to be pubic hair, right? Because it's not like long hair from their head, right? But it's pretty, long, right? For pubic hair, which is disgusting. And so I went. And I said, I've went to other people's house. I've been to other people's house, you know, and I have never seen in anybody's house that I've been to in all my life hair on the toilet seat, except for this house. And so as I went back into my bedroom later on, my sister started saying, "Oh, uh, corner here," and then she says I repeated a couple times, and then she goes, "Gotta put this in the garbage. Gotta put this in the garbage. Gotta put this in. Again." Repeated a couple times. All right. So at that point, I know that what she is doing, right, is again trying to trigger me, right? And what she's doing, that's supposed to be a trigger to what it is that they built into my subconscious mind, right? So again, I talk about how they use certain words and certain letters, right, like together. So certain words that starts with S, certain words that starts with C, right? Words like corner, confrontational, conference. Uh, you know, they usually in the beginning of my talk, and we're using a lot of the Con Edison utility trucks and stuff like that, right? Always you see them all over the place. Just very weird, but how they show up, right? So certain words like with the S, right? Um, Words like safe, words like satisfy, words like savior, words like success, right? Super, right? Then you have words, the W words, which is like Windows, one, not ONE, but WON, right? Wondering, it's another word. Witness, weather, and then there's like the D words, right? Docile, doctrine, death, die, dying, um, disable, right? Uh, Disability, right? So when it comes to how they sensible, this is about my disability. I'm trying to take up my disability. All right, so I was going to do a video on this, but I'm just doing this a quick, explanation of some of the things I did do. So other words like R, right? So what was it? So for example, like when I shave with my razor, like whenever I take up my razor to go shave, they use the police sirens, right? And again, they'll try to, because they don't want me shaving, right? Again, perception is everything. So if they target you, you're not shaving, you're depressed, you don't know what's going on. You don't comb your hair, you don't shave, anything like that. They basically will have you looking like what they've created image of a crazy black man, right? So for white men, white men can have scruffy beard, not comb their hair, and they'll say, well, he's scruffy looking, but they don't see him as being crazy or criminal. But for a black man who may not comb his hair, shape his beard or shave his beard, then they look at him and say he looks like a criminal. He looks like he's crazy, right? So remember, perception is everything, right? So anyway, as I was saying, so words like the R words, right? And sometimes the R word has a lot to do with sexual crimes. Um, you know, like well, I can't say the word, but that's I mean, put a substitute grape. I'll say grape, right? Um, and let's see other words that they associated with R, and then the positive words like resilient. They don't like that, right? Whenever I'm thinking about something, I'm saying to myself, gotta be more resilient. They'll use the police sirens, right? Um, uh, a couple others. I can't even think about it right now. Then there's other words like the F words, right? So first, right? False, uh, fail, um, fighting, right? Ferocious, right? Um, and as I said, the word ferocious, you guys heard that knock, okay? Let's use the other. The fuck word. All right, so whenever like let's say if I drop something, I'm like, oh, oh, fuck, they use the police siren. Oh, and then the D word too. Damn, that's another one. Damn for the D word. They love to use the police sirens on that one. But yeah, so again, just by what she was doing tonight, after I said what I said, right? Instead of her saying, you know what, you're absolutely right. That is disgusting. That shouldn't happen. You know, there's mostly women in this house, right? My sister, her daughter, and then she have my two grandnieces living here with her, right? And you would think that for young women that they would be more cleaner. They would be more, um, not to say that they're not clean, but just cleaner. Like, come on, you don't leave your hair all over the bathroom sink, but that's done a lot. You don't leave the hair on the floor or hair people's toothbrush and stuff like that. And but when it comes to doing stuff like that, non-existent in their mind. They don't even think about cleaning up. You know, I'm upstairs neighbor getting in the action, dropping stuff. You guys hear? Anyhow, so yeah, so for her to but for and what she'll do when I say these things is just ignore it, and then try to target me in those ways, right? And like I said, just to be the repetition of certain words, and it's supposed to trigger uh, whatever it is that they put into my subconscious, right? So yeah, just have to do this video before I go to bed. Anyway, and then just now a little while ago, there's the police sirens as I was explaining these things using the police sirens. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.